Behind me, the Acantilados de los Gigantes, the cliffs of Los Gigantes, and below is the whole of the town, the marina, and the other areas that we've come to explore. It's winter in Britain, but all the year round here it's sunny, and at the moment it's about 26, 27 degrees during the day. So that's the area there that I've got to explore, and I'm looking forward to it.
There are roads zigzagging up the cliffs, and there are also alternative footways, pathways, which you may be able to see, and they're carrying on building up here. I last came about a dozen years ago and thought they surely can't go any higher. Well, they have, and I just wonder if one day they'll reach the top. Every time we come, there are new roadways, new roundabouts, and indeed new statues being built. We're actually staying one level up from the ocean, and there's a road you can see on the right which comes down from the hotel we're in, and if you look down to the left you can see that there's a small beach, a little bay, and that's the roadway that we walk down most days. Staying up on the roadway though, and there's the Museum of Fishermen. The fishermen are up on the roof. The things they're catching are halfway down the wall. And just next to that, there's this bar. This is where I had a delicious Canarian stew, and it was goat's meat they were using in it. And then the waitress brings the bill, and she gives you a little chocolate, which looks like a miniature €10 note. There's one or two wall murals about, and we do like those, and there are lots of stone walls where there are cracks where the lizards live, and from time to time you'll see them come out in the sun. Our hotel is at the top of the hill we showed you before, and if you were watching my last video you will have seen me hanging out of this balcony. The coffee shop below looked excellent, but we never went in there because this is a place where we preferred to eat al fresco. Yes, we were always outside. Going inside a place just didn't seem right. The rooms or apartments for our hotel were arranged around this shopping mall in a kind of U shape, with the reception and one of the swimming pools at the far end. The Vigilia Park Hotel has ample sized rooms, they're comfortable, they have a well equipped kitchen and bathroom and a comfortable bedroom. But we didn't dwell too much in the rooms because outdoors is the thing to do here, and particularly up on the roof of the hotel. On the 4th floor there's this crazy golf, and you can see it once we get up on the 5th or 6th floor as well, looking down. And as I said, there are 2 apartment blocks, one to the left, one to the right of the shopping mall, and so there are 2 roofs as well. And there's ample sunbathing up here. There's another swimming pool. I was told there were 4 in the hotel. We only actually found the 2. The views up here though are the main thing. There's a bar, by the way, and it has a couple of happy hours in the afternoon, so that's worth a look. But the scenery, it's just brilliant. You can see all around the area, across the ocean to the island of La Gomera. And we were lucky on this visit because sometimes we've been here for a couple of weeks and never seen La Gomera emerge from the mist. We saw it quite a few times on this visit. So that's the Vigilia Park Hotel in Puerto de Santiago.
It's a Maythorn monthly, oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Ruth and I have been going to Tenerife for the best part of 30 years, and we've always been amused by the name of the island's bus company. The part of the island that we stay in is quite hilly and has a lot of windy roads and sharp bends. This makes it difficult for the buses to get round and to be able to see round the corner that there's nothing coming the other way. A bit of an explanation for the name of the bus company. It's actually the initials of its full Spanish title, and you don't see it on the sides of the buses as much these days because they've got these new eco buses which the locals call the Wawas. All residents of the island get free travel. They just have to get on and tap a card on the driver's machine, and for the rest of us we tap our debit or credit cards on there, or you can pay cash. You see more coaches than buses on Tenerife, and their job is to ferry passengers from the airport to the number of hotels around the island. You see a lot of TUI buses here because they not only own quite a lot of the hotels, they run their own trips and they own their own buses. But for everyone else, you'll see a couple of local companies on a regular basis, and they contract to the various hotels and to people like EasyJet Holidays. Boats play an important part in this area. After all, it is an island. But first, a quick look at other forms of transport, mainly road transport like your motorhome, parked in nice positions. And you'll also see various business vehicles and some sponsored cars, like this rather interesting one. There are no trains on the island, but if you go to the capital, Santa Cruz de Tenerife, you'll find a tram system in operation there. We didn't go this time, but we have the video from the tram company to show you.
News in our heart, videos with Brian Small. These are the Maythorn moments. It's the Brian Smart Show. It's the Brian Smart Show. It's the Brian Smart Show.
Well, the Spanish, as we know from many years in mainland Spain, love mosaics. So if I was to bring you some wall art from here, it would be made of mosaic. This is a boat. Oh, you knew that? Okay. Round there is a dolphin. You may also recognize that. And some huge lighthouse thing, which I'll show you a picture of as well. But I'm going to focus on the boat because we're right on the shores of an ocean and we're going to go out on a boat. Don't know if Ruth can follow me around actually. I do this to her and I don't tell her I'm going to do it, but the ocean's over here. There's a sailboat out there at the moment, and there's a boat called the Flipper Uno, which is an old galleon type boat with proper sails and pirates on board and things like that. And they go out whale watching and also looking for dolphins. So we decided to book on one of those trips, and that's what you're going to see now.
And you join us on Los Gigantes Marina, where we're waiting for the Flipper Uno to come back in from its last trip, and then we can board and go and see those whales and dolphins.
Shimmering waves in the sun, boats glide along, the day's just begun. Tenerife coast where dreams set sail, majestic creatures, the mighty whale. Ocean whispers with tales untold, boats and whales and a dance so bold, guiding us through this vast blue sheet. How many whale water and giants meet? with giants, follow their trail. Feel the freedom in their mighty exhale. From deep below to sky high spout, Tenerife waves, there's no doubt. Wind in our hair, salt in the spray, whales sing their song, guiding the way. Beneath the surface, secrets so deep, in their gentle eyes, promises they keep. Boats may wander, skies may be gray, whales are our guides, come what may. In the dance of the ocean's tide, with these giants, let's take the ride. Swim with giants, follow their trail. Feel the freedom in their mighty exhale. From deep below to sky high spout, Tenerife waves, there's no doubt.
In the blue waves, the giants glide, whisper stories of the ocean wide. Side by side with our little boats, tales of adventure as they float. Morning sun kisses golden shores, whale songs echo as they move in scores. Tenerife's charm with a splash of grace, nature's wonders in this magical place. Whales singing by the coast, a melody we love the most. Together in the sea's embrace, happiness we can't replace. Whales are singing by the coast, a melody we love the most. Together in the sea's embrace, happiness we can't replace. Waves dance to the gentle tune, underneath the watchful moon. Silent giants swimming near, with them there's nothing to fear. Palms sway in the ocean breeze, dreams unfold with such great ease. Boats and whales, a rhythmic sway, in the sea they play all day. Echoes of joy beneath the waves, in the sea where freedom craves. Tenerife with ocean's call, here we find the magic in us all. Whales are singing by the coast, a melody we love the most. Together in the sea's embrace, happiness we can't replace. Whales are singing by the coast, a melody we love the most. Together in the sea's embrace, happiness we can't replace. Whales are singing by the coast, a melody we love the most. Together in the sea's embrace, happiness we can't replace. Whales are singing by the coast, a melody we love the most. Together in the sea's embrace, happiness we can't replace.
Ryan Smart shows you so much, so turn the volume up a touch. Where we're going you'll soon know, by watching for our weekly show. By watching for our weekly show. By watching for our weekly show.
Well, I've come out this morning to see the sunrise, and we have the sunset over the ocean here, but the sunrise comes from behind the mountains. Now, the really big cliffs at Los Gigantes, you don't see the sunrise behind them, but I've found some lower mountains where you see it come up, and there's a lot of urbanization up there, so you see a lot of houses as well. But the cliffs actually start to light up from the side. As the sun comes up over the lower mountains, it lights the cliffs up from the side. So it wasn't quite what I expected, but I've got some good shots. And that's my rest. I'm now going back to the hotel for some breakfast.
Creeping over mountain tops, golden light makes the day pop. Shadows shrinking in their beds, morning's breath on sleepy heads. Whispers of the waking trees, nature sings with gentle breeze. Colors paint the sky anew, melting night with daylight's hue. Rise up, sun, and greet the day. Chase the starry night away. Warmth and light in bright array, calling dawn in soft display. Birds begin their morning flight, dewdrops sparkling in the light. Rivers glisten, gleam and dance, nature caught in daylight's trance. Mountains stand in silent awe, witnessing the morning thaw. Rocky peaks wrapped in golden glow, with each beam their shadows grow. Rise up, sun, and greet the day. Chase the starry night away. Warmth and light in bright array, calling dawn in soft display.
Stay with us now as we take a walk down to Crab Island.
Swimming in the pool or relaxing on the rocks, you live it all at Crab Island. Crashing waves and warm sun, just relax and have fun. Take a walk to Crab Island. Tenerife is the place for a great holiday. So keep watching our show as we whisk you away. These are the Maythorn moments.
This is a public swimming pool that is separated from the ocean by only a wall. People come here to swim, sunbathe on the rocks, and to get knocked off the wall by the giant waves.
Swimming in the pool or relaxing on the rocks, do it all at Crab Island. Crashing waves and warm sun, just relax and have fun. Take a walk to Crab Island. Tenerife is the place for a great holiday. So keep watching our show as we whisk you away. These are the Maythorn moments.
Okay, I'm going to talk for myself now, and we're going to take a walk down to Playa de la Arena, and we start up by our hotel, where we're just above the village of Los Gigantes itself, and as you look down you see the tennis courts. As we walk down this road there are plenty of places to stop and look out at the ocean, and of course at the island of La Gomera opposite. We've already taken a look at this beach down below. There were people on it when we first looked. So we come down to the S-Bend where we showed the bus, trying to get round the corner without knocking anyone over. As well as the shops, there's a couple of bars and restaurants, and they all go through to the back. And again, the views are the same. They're all out to the ocean and La Gomera. We're a bit further around the corner here, and if you look down you can see another little bit of beach that you don't see from anywhere else, and some people have found their way down there. If you look carefully you'll see some stone steps that head that way. I've no idea how to get to them. Eventually we reach the arena beach, Playa de la Arena.
So now we're at Puerto de Santiago, and this is the Atlantic Ocean. This is my wife Ruth. We're here on a kind of second honeymoon, and we like this area so much we're going to come again next year. The drone is proving very handy. It takes off and lands from your hand, and as long as I keep it a fair distance away you can't hear it while I'm talking to you. Of course then I look very distant, we both look very distant, but there's a thing called Zoom I can use, so that should fix that. Anyway, what's your most favourite thing so far about coming here?
The weather.
The weather, yes. It has actually had record temperatures, Tenerife, while we've been here. There was a warning for Brits who are here that they may not be able to stand the heat. Can we stand the heat?
Just about.
Just about, okay. Right, so let's continue our exploration of the island. We're thinking of getting the bus down to Adeque, so let's go up the embankment there and see if we can get one. Let me just turn the drone round so you can see what I'm talking about. I just swivel around that way there. There's the embankment up to the main road, and we just go and get a bus from there and all the way down to Las Americas if we want, but we don't want.
The waves crash with a force on the sandy shore. People swimming feel the pull deep in their core. The ocean whispers secrets in the salty breeze, and beneath the surface there's a gentle tease. Footprints on the beach soon washed away by the sea where children laugh and play. Ocean waves call out my name, in their rhythm there's no shame. Feel the power, feel the grace. In the foam I find my place. The sun dips low, painting the sky anew. What water dances in shoes of shimmering blues. The tide that rises, then fall down slow. Let the heart beat steady, keep its own flow. The day surrenders to the evening's flow. All my worries let go. Ocean waves call out my name, in their rhythm there's no shame. Feel the power, feel the grace. In the foam I find my place. And the stars the ocean sings a lullaby on gentle wings. And as the moon joins the dance, I'm lost in those oceanic trance. Ocean waves call out my name, in their rhythm there's no shame. Feel the power, feel the grace. In the foam I find my place.
Mountain, land and sea, we can really set you free. So don't look so forlorn. It's the monthly from Maythorn. It's the Maythorn monthly. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
We come today to Fanyabi Beach to take another look at a different area. This is in the Costa Adeje, which loads of people stay in. The hotels here are huge. The whole promenade by the ocean is packed with, I'm not quite sure whether there's more restaurants than foot spas for the fish, but there's tank after tank of massage places that are mainly to get fish on your feet, pecking away at you. Lovely stuff. I don't think we do that in Britain much anymore, but there's certainly loads of it here. Loads of places to eat. The weather is still brilliant. Sun is shining, it's a bit cloudy. Lots more action on the beach because here they've got a normal sandy beach, whereas up where we've been staying in the north of the island, it's all just rocks and black sand and a bit gravelly. And if you go on in bare feet, like in and out of the sea, ouch. So this is a little more what you'd expect of a beach on holiday, but doesn't make it any better from my point of view because it's extremely commercial. As you walk along the front here, people come out at you to try and get you to eat in their establishments. So we ended up eating with someone who didn't come out after us. They were called Loch Ness, but I don't really know why. They appeared to be a Chinese family that were running it, but the food was very cheap. It was probably cheaper than Wetherspoons in Britain, and it was excellent. So that's Fanyabi.
As an English person walking round, you don't notice all the signs that are in English because that's what you've come to expect at home. But you have to remember we are in a Spanish country and there seems to be very little Spanish about. Playa San Juan is only a short bus ride from where we're staying, but it is so different to Fanyabi.
Small boats rock and sway in Tenerife Bay. Waves whisper tales of days gone pale. Salt in the air, chasing our despair. Ropes creaking moan among the ships alone. Oh, the marina blues, fishermen's silent cues. Seagulls cry above, searching for lost love. Volcanic island looms amid the ocean's views. Rock formations stand sculpted by nature's hand. Volcanic island looms amid the ocean's views. Rock formations stand sculpted by nature's hand. Caves dark and deep, where secrets sleep. Cliffs bold and high, reach for the sky.
San Juan is very much a place for the locals, but only in recent years has it tried to attract some tourists. It has a lot of caves and caverns, and many of them are underwater, so diving is a good thing here.
Sunsets paint the shore with colors we adore. Days end soft and slow by the the docks we flow.
Just across the road from our hotel there are a couple of bars that have live music during the week, and this is Crème de la Crème.
Cuánto abrazos y un café, apenas me desperté, al mirarte recordé que ya todo lo encontré, tu mano y mi mano, hay de todo, escapamos juntos, ver el sol caer, vamos a la playa pa' curarte el alma, cierra la pantalla, abre la medalla, todo el mar Caribe, viendo tu cintura, tu le coquetea, eres un cabuya, me gusta, lento y contento, cara del viento, lento y contento, caras al viento, pa' sentirla en los pies y que solo pinte la piel, pa' jugar como niño, danos cariño como la primera vez que te besé y supe que estaría tus pies.
These kind of bars start off quite quiet in the early part of the evening, but the singer is also used to having to walk out onto the street and sing at people and try and encourage them to come in, and that works. As the evening went on, he encouraged more and more people to come and join us.
Vamos a la playa pa' curarte el alma, cierra la pantalla, abre la medalla, todo el mar Caribe, viendo tu cintura, tú le coqueteas, eres un cabuya. Vamos a la playa pa' curarte el alma, cierra la pantalla, abre la medalla, todo el mar Caribe, viendo tu cintura, tú le coqueteas, eres un cabuya, me gusta.
This was our one and only visit to this bar, as when we went to pay at the end we found that they were cash only. It didn't say this anywhere, and several of the customers had to head for a cash machine, something you don't want to do anywhere in Spain because it's very expensive to get out cash.
Calma mi vida con calma, que nada hace falta si estamos juntitos bailando. Calma mi vida con calma, que nada hace falta si estamos juntitos andando. Calma mi vida con calma, que nada hace falta si estamos juntitos bailando. Calma mi vida con calma, que nada hace falta si estamos juntitos andando. Gracias, thank you.
There's a particular reason we stay in this part of the island when we do eventually return, and it's to do with this rocky outcrop known as the Santa Maria Island. We spent many years from the 90s onwards sitting on a bench looking out across this area towards La Gomera, the island just across the ocean. As you can see, there is now a large commercial centre that's been built on the spot where our bench used to be, but right in front of it they put another bench where you can sit out and look at the same view. It's very rocky round here and a great place for photographs, although I'm not sure I'd go to the lengths these people did, and I certainly wouldn't be the person sitting on top of that tall rock. The Hippodino supermarkets. It's exactly where our bench used to be, and on the other side of the commercial unit there's a restaurant which used to be owned by some Austrians, and we spent many a happy time there. It's still a good place to go, even though it's more of a pizza place now, and you can still take seating right on the outside on the balcony and get that view. As you may gather by now, we rather treasure this view, and we will spend a lot of time here while we are in Tenerife. The rest of this area is still more or less the same as it was decades ago, as some of the cactus are a little bit the worse for wear, although one of them seems to have grown some eyes that look at you as you walk past.
Going to give you a bit of techie talk now. Here I am on a beach in shorts and a t-shirt, and I'm with my mobile video recording unit. Look at, no, they're in my pocket. So in my pocket, you know, I've already got my phone. Sometimes I need to monitor the camera on the phones, sometimes not. So what do we need? We need the camera, right. One Osmo camera, all charged up and ready to go, so we can stay out here in the wilds for a long time with one of these, and it'll last for hours. I don't stay out for hours filming normally. I go and sit in the bar up top, but that's another story. Oh, there's a picture of me on that. Put that away. So that's in one pocket always. You probably already knew that. And in the other pocket is the drone. Don't know if I'll fly that here today. I feel a slight wind, might not disturb it, but might give it a go in a minute. The other thing which doesn't fit in my pockets, but I'm sure you understand if I say I can find a place for that in one of the existing pockets. That is a DJI action camera, and the good thing about shorts is they have got extra pockets in the leg. So although this action camera is not much good on its own, it needs a number of bits and pieces attached to it to film. A clamp if you're going to use it on a bike or on the roof rack of a car or something to film as you go along, but a tripod or some kind of extender if you're going to do what I'm going to do now and go over to one of those rock pools that's been left by the tide going out. You may remember me demonstrating this before. It's a magnetic clamp onto there. This is an extending tripod, so I've just got to be strong enough to, you're trying to extend it the wrong way. Usually do something wrong when the camera's on. So there is my action camera. Don't need the legs, because what I'm going to do with it is dip it in the water and see what it can see. So another tool for my toolbox with my video recording unit that I take around with me.
Where we're going, you'll soon know by watching for our weekly show. Brian Smart shows you so much, so turn the volume up a touch. Up a touch. Travel here is in our heart. Video of Brian Smart. These are the Maythorn moments.
Today we're taking an excursion into the Teide National Park, and before we get up into the wilds and towards 12,000 feet, we're going to take our first toilet and refreshment stop. And you'll have a look around here and see that some people arrive by coach like us, but quite a lot of people go out in Land Rovers, and you'll see quite a lot of these if you ever come up this way. The peak of the volcano is over 12,000 feet, but we only go up about 6,000 feet to the area that we want to explore. At the level we're at now, you'll see plenty of greenery still, but some of the cloud is already below us. This happens more and more as we take our coach further and further up, away from all the trees, and into the barren land around the volcano.
Looking down at the cost of a film, like an alien planet.
This is the sort of landscape that you could imagine being on another planet, and as a result of this, a few science fiction films have been made up here, and many other types of film as well. There's a list of these films available in Tenerife, and it no longer includes Planet of the Apes, I notice. When I first came up here in 1987, they made a big thing about Planet of the Apes being filmed here. Now they're not so sure, apparently.
It's a wild rocky scene from a film, like an alien planet so bare. It's remote, a bit creepy, from volcano completely. Imagine our ancestors there. Tenerife will be back soon.
After exploring the alien-looking landscape, we head up to the north coast and we have lunch at Icod de los Pinos. There's an interesting tree there, but we didn't have time to go and look at it because we moved on to Garachico. Garachico was founded at the end of the 15th century. It was a key trading port for some years between Europe and the Spanish colonies, but it was destroyed in 1706 by a volcanic eruption. There wasn't much left of it, but you can now walk through its peaceful squares, and there's a famous natural monument, the Rock of Garachico, which you can see just off the coast.
Looking down at the cost of a film, like an alien planet so bare. It's remote, a bit creepy, from volcano completely. Imagine our ancestors there.
We turn away from the north coast now and head towards the west and Masca. Masca was in the news a lot in 2024 because of a boy going missing there, with a tragic ending to that story. And I've been going to Masca a few times over the years. I've driven up these roads in a car, and I wouldn't have liked to have been the coach driver, having to do, was it 5 or 10 point turns to get round the very tight S-bends through some very difficult terrain.
We'll be back soon.
These two girls travelled with us on our coach, and they seemed so quiet up until this point. It's nearly 20 years since I've been up here, but not a lot has changed. I think there's one new building. And so we get back on the coach and take the fairly long journey back to our resort. Getting to sit and look out at La Gomera again has been one of the highlights of our visit. It's not been this visible in any of our previous holidays, so that was quite an eye-opener. So we didn't get to various places to show you, like the Harbour Club. We didn't get to talk about the really attractive Canarian wood, the timber that's used on the buildings and houses here. But that'll all do another time. We haven't mentioned yet that in the last few days we were on the island, the wind was getting up until by the day we were leaving and going down to the airport on the coach, it was pretty severe, and there were bits of palm tree flying around and other debris, and there were partial road closures on our route down to the airport because stone walls had been knocked down by the winds and they were all over the road. got a few extra bits to show you before we go, including La Gomera in the mist, just to prove this does happen. And also I'm going to tell you, by going off at a tangent here on a completely different subject, something took me by surprise when we were shopping in Lidl, which was right by our hotel, and we were using the lift to get from the car park level up to the store because those stairs didn't always appeal to us. And in the lift, there was me. This is going back about 30 or 40 years when I used to do voices for commercials, I used to do radio presentation, and I used to do voices in lifts. And over the years since then, I've come across my own voice, which has always quite startled me, in things like a travel lodge in Leeds, a shopping centre at Cheshire Oaks, and a couple of years ago in Llangollen, and the Grand Hotel lift had my voice in it too.
Doors closing. Lift going down.
Now, I recorded the voices for this lift company in bits, individual words, which they then put together in a digital fashion. What I'm going to do is, I've asked the AI to sing me a little song about lift voices. I know this has nothing to do with Tenerife, but I'm going to play you bits of the lift tape as well, of the voices that I was doing at the time. Floor, floor.
Lift going up, lift going down.
Basement. Sub-basement.
Hear my voice calling, listen to the sound.
First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th.
Doors that are closing, doors open wide. Where the lift takes you, you must decide.
72nd, 73rd, 74th, 75th, 76th, 77th, 78th, 79th. Do not panic. Press alarm button for 5 seconds to activate in-lift automatic telephone. Please leave the building by the nearest available exit. Do not panic.
Just press the button to make the lift start, and listen to instructions
Stand clear of the doors.
from Brian Smart.
Walking down at the 1,000 feet, looking down at the clouds beneath, looking up to 12,000 feet, where the volcano reaches its peak. It's a wild, rocky scene from a film, like an alien planet so bare. It's remote, a bit creepy, from volcano completely. Imagine our ancestors there, holiday in Tenerife, try to reach the mountain peak. Holiday in Tenerife, maybe reach the ocean's deep. Get it all in Tenerife, feel the sun in Tenerife. Say goodbye to Tenerife. Tenerife will be back soon.